Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second civilization we are playing on Africa in the Around the World Playthrough Challenge. I'm your host, Foibles. In this challenge, we are playing every single civ, continent by continent, all the way to the end of 2021, if we can. We'll have a couple new ones joining us this year with an update in January and in March. And here we are with Ethiopia, the second civ we play on the continent of Africa. Ethiopia is one of the newer civs that came out with the New Frontier Pass. They came out with Gaul in the Secret Societies pack, I believe. And they have some very, very fun and interesting abilities and strengths. So let's go through them really quick before we get started here. Council of Ministers receive science and culture equal to 15% of your faith generation in cities founded on hills. So, rule number one with Ethiopia, always found your cities on hills, wherever you can. Doesn't matter what hill it is, it just has to be a hill. And units receive +4 combat strength on hills. So, if you're fighting on a very hilly map like we are in this game, which is a Highlands map, should be fun, you'll have a little bit of an extra combat strength bonus. And then there is Aximite Legacy, which is Ethiopia's international trade routes grant plus 0.5 faith per resource at the origin city. Improved resources provide +1 faith for each copy the city owns, and you can purchase archaeological museums and archaeologists with faith. And that's pretty unique because there's not a lot of opportunities in the game where you can faith buy buildings unless you have Valletta. There's a few other civs that have unique faith buying bonuses, like Indonesia can faith buy boats. Nobody else can do that. Ethiopia is the only one that can faith buy archaeological museums and archaeologists. Normally, you can only produce or buy them with gold, but they can buy them with faith. So that in itself is very strong for a culture game. If you have a good enough faith economy to just start buying your museums and your archaeologists. Their unique unit is the Oromo Cavalry. Ethiopian unique medieval era unit that replaces, replaces the cursor. It receives no movement penalty from traveling on hills, and I believe it has extra sight range as well. It's 3 sight range instead of 2. And then they have a unique improvement made by builders. It's the rock-hewn church. So the rock-hewn church gives you +1 faith and +1 additional faith for every adjacent mountain and hill tile. It later provides tourism from faith. After researching flight, +1 appeal as well. Can only be pillaged, never destroyed by natural disasters. Can only be built on hills or volcanic soil not adjacent to another rock-hewn church. So you kind of have to be strategic about where you place these. They can only be placed on hills, and they will give you lots of extra faith generation and later tourism and appeal in your land, which would be great for a culture win. So you can see here there's some unique abilities that give them strengths towards culture, but as well, they also have the ability to generate a very, very robust faith economy, which would be good for a religious game. And then their Council of Ministers ability also pushes them with bonuses with science as well. So there's a lot of opportunity here, depending on your start and how you play your games, to have one of multiple victory conditions. You could vouch for domination, although they don't have any abilities that really help them with the domination one. They just have an interesting, unique unit. I would say it's more a unit that you use occasionally, either for defense or for border patrol or whatever you want to do with them. I don't think they're good for a straight up domination game. But nonetheless, Ethiopia is a very fun civ, one of my new favorites to play, because you do have to play them a little bit more uniquely compared to some other civs out there. So, hello, Jinko. Wait, why are you saying good evening again? You already said hello. Oh, you're saying hello to Timorius. Hi, Timorius. Welcome in. We do have some friends joining us on Twitch. If you are watching on YouTube, I do stream 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday nights at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time at twitch.tv/foibles. And we are live streaming this right now, actually, recording it for YouTube as well. So we've got some friends here in the community joining us. And we're going to go ahead and get started with this Ethiopia game. So, let's talk about our start potential. Now, this should hopefully be a very fun game. As far as the map generation goes, I did pick a selection of wonders and city-states to appear in this game. We are playing on a small-sized Highlands map with a balanced start and abundant resources. I really like this start here. I went through a few different roles and landed on this one, and I think you can see one of the reasons why. First of all, we're starting near volcano, so if we settle within 2 tiles of that volcano, it's going to give us extra era score. 2, we're on a continent split between and Asia, so we have the opportunity to pick up additional luxury resources quite easily, and extra era score for settling on our second continent. And 3, if you notice down here at the bottom, we have some organic faith on these tiles, which means we are near a natural wonder. I'm pretty sure it's either Mount Everest or Mata Tapila, which are 2 of the 9 wonders that I selected to be able to pop up on this map. Now, I don't think every single one of those wonders will appear, but there is a potential for any one of them to be on the map. It's okay. Let's see here. Does that cancel out with districts if they are built around the church? No. As long as there are hills next to them, it still gives them faith. You're betting Everest? I'm betting it's Mata Tapila. I have a feeling it's Mata Tapila, just because normally Mount Everest has mountains near it, and I don't see any mountains here, although it is just out of our sight range. One of us is right. We'll see. Now, as far as where we're going to settle our capital, we don't have any fresh water near us, unfortunately. We just have these 4 coastal tiles. So, we can either settle in place and get some extra air score for settling near the volcano. We could also move up to the coffee and settle on the coffee there. Or we can move over here to the right, which would be a turn 2 settle as well. The coffee and this settle would be turn 2. We'd be able to work the dyes tile starting on the second turn and start to accumulate faith for our Pantheon and get an early Pantheon. So there's a couple options here. The game, let's see here. The game recommends, where does it recommend we settle? I have to click on the settler, that's right. It's recommending we either settle in place, here, or next to the wonder. Now, if we do move this way, it might invalidate a closer wonder settle, and we are 3 tiles away from the wonder, which means we won't get air score for settling near the wonder. If we settle in place, we also remove a potential for a chop here. If we scooch over 1, we have a 2-2 tile, a 1-3 tile, and this 2-2-1 faith tile to work within our first 3 population growths, which would be very helpful to get a Pantheon and to have some extra production as well. Yeah, the coffee is not hills, so maybe that is a good point. We want to settle on a hill, so we're probably going to ignore the coffee settle. Thanks for reminding me, Timorius. So either we're settling in place or we're moving over 1. We remove the potential for a chop here, or we scooch over 1 and can start working our Pantheon faith right away on the second turn. What do you guys think? I'd like to gauge the perspective of the community here. We definitely want to settle on hills. Thanks for reminding me. I got ahead of myself. I was just thinking in general terms, it would be good to settle on the coffee because then you instantly get the luxury and you get early culture right away. You vote move right, move over right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, so we can start working that faith right away. I'm not afraid of a turn 2 settle on a standard speed game. I would probably settle in place if we were playing online speed, which is half the amount of turns. So I think moving right is the best decision here. Now, hopefully, there might be either a river or a mountain range over here that we can aqueduct to. If not, then we just won't end up with any fresh water in the capital, which is okay. We could still aqueduct the volcano if we really wanted to. But this could be, excuse me, this could be a potential good rock-hewn church as well. Rock-hewn churches next to volcanoes on hills, as they continue to fertilize and gain more yields, they can get kind of crazy. Okay, it seems the majority, yeah, moving over right. Let's go ahead and do that.
7 girls were
And
chased
there it
by
is!
bears.
It's Mata
The
Tapila!
bears were just about to catch them when the girls jumped on a low rock.
It's an interesting little story.
One of the girls prayed to the rock. Rock, take pity on us. Rock, save us. The rock heard them and began to grow upwards, pushing the girls higher and higher.
Shot them straight up. I love that story. It's kind of fun. And then right away, we meet the Hermetic Order as well. Boost to astrology. All right, so I'm thinking we move our warrior. Is that a hill there? I think that's a hill, isn't it? Yeah. Move it there for some extra vision. We got some desert up there. Okay. So we're not going to get the era score for settling near Mata Tapila, but we'll still be able to use the tiles. We will get era score for settling on the coast. Or sorry, not settling on the coast. Settling next to the volcano and getting the boost to sailing for settling on the coast. Yeah, I can build the harbor for housing. Not a problem. Yeah, that's it's an organic hot water system. Before the Romans even thought of it. All right, let's do this. Very good. And here comes the beautiful music of Ethiopia. So we settled on which means we can come this way and settle on Asia later, if we wanted to. Let's go ahead and start working on a scout. And I'm going to lock in that tile so that we can keep generating faith. We do have a governor title right away. And I'm thinking we might just go straight for astrology, to be honest. We've got enough production around us, I think, to sustain us for the first 10 to 20 turns. And so we don't need to go straight into animal husbandry or mining right away. I would like to get a religion with Ethiopia. That would just compound our abilities so much more. All right, and then as far as governor goes, I usually fall back on Pingala because of his culture and science increase by population. Hermetic Order could be an interesting one, but I really think I'm going to go Void Singers again, like we did with Egypt, because I think I'm going to push for a culture game, but we'll see how the game plays out. It might fall back onto religion. All the game modes are on, so I don't think I'll disable any of the game modes. I want to make sure that any option can be on the table, unless I'm playing a very, very specific strategy. But I'm keeping all game modes on, not turning any of those off. I think I'm just going to default to Pingala here. It's a safe play. And getting him turn 2 is very nice. All right. I kind of want to see how big this desert is, because we might have a little desert city we could settle. It doesn't look like it's that big. We do have a river up there, though. That's good. But the tech trees... Oh, sorry, game modes. I thought you were talking about win conditions. My bad. Only Secret Societies is turned on this one. But every victory condition is turned on. Sorry, I confused game mode with victory condition. My bad. Yeah, it's not shuffled. I don't have the tech and civic shuffle on. Sorry. I stand corrected. That's interesting. It's just a one-tile river and then a lake. Interesting. We're going to send our scout east here once they're finished. There's a little bit of desert there. There might be more northwest there. Also trying to see, I think I'm kind of more in the middle of the map. I don't see any poles. Goody hut. Beautiful. Hopefully this will give us Void Singers. Okay, we have some barbs to our east, it looks like. So we want to be careful about that. I may just double scout here because there is a lot of land we need to explore. So we got to keep that in mind as well as we get started. Let's see if we can find that barb camp. Oh. I couldn't have asked for a better pickup from a goody hut with Ethiopia. We didn't find Void Singers, but we should be able to find some more goody huts around the map. Oh, that relic. The Bones of the Magi. Very nice. Oh my gosh, it's already erupted. I took out the rice. Oh crap, now I can't boost irrigation. I was going to boost irrigation so that I can get the dyes. Oh well. We'll live. Got some more mountains there. I don't want my warrior to go too far away, so I think I'm going to bring him back this way. And kind of explore south of us. Pretty sure the camp is up here somewhere. Oh, there's another one over there now. All right. Well, now you have a mission. Chesapeake Bay. Chesapeake Bay. Does that mean that Canada or the US could be in the game. Goodbye, Rice. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's a pretty lucky that we got a turn, what was that, turn 10 eruption? America. But which one? Alright, we have unlocked astrology. What am I doing? Clicking all the wrong buttons. Let's go ahead and do animal husbandry. See if we can find some horses anywhere. Okay. So we're going to send the second scout south. And let's go ahead and get our second settler going. And since we discovered a second continent, wow, we've got our pantheon already. Holy crap. Okay, for once in our life, the settler pantheon is available to us, which is pretty nice. Now, we got to think about this. We've unlocked astrology already. We can start pushing for a religion anytime we want. We need to consider what pantheon might help us with whatever win condition we want to go for. Earth Goddess is definitely the best pantheon for Ethiopia, no matter what. It just works so well with rock-hewn churches. Oh, yes, because they increase appeal. That's right. So we get tons of faith on those tiles, right? Because it's +2 faith from tiles with breathtaking appeal. So let's see here. Where's my appeal lens? There it is. Our appeal right now is meh because of the jungles and the marshes over here. So I'm wondering, the rock-hewn churches, they give +1 appeal. And that's just starting off right when you have them, right? Where do they unlock, by the way? I can't remember where rock-hewn churches are. Is it under the civics tree? Rock-hewn churches are right at drama and poetry, so they come pretty early. That's nice. Okay. So what are we thinking? Should we go Earth Goddess? Should we take the free settler because we never get that pantheon? Like, ever? Hi, welcome back. We practically have every single pantheon available to us right now. I think we're the first ones to get a pantheon. Oh, did you already work out, though? Yeah. Bartimus says, settler. Welcome in, Bartimus. Good to see you. Thinking long-term game Timorius, I think that is a good strategy. You can chop the jungle and marsh out for appeal. Roland agrees. Earth Goddess. Oh boy, you guys are wanting Earth Goddess. And having Mata Tapila here as well. Okay. Okay, we're going to do it. Happy Friday. Oh, it's already Friday for you? Man, it's still Thursday at 8:39 p.m. for me. All right, we're going with Earth Goddess for long game, long-term play. This should be fun. Now, does the +1 appeal from what is it called? Rock-hewn churches. Is that enough to really help with getting tiles up to breathtaking? I guess it would be. And you know, we can go straight into extra production here. Isn't that nice? Now, there's a decent desert with the desert floodplains and the wheat there. That could be a fun settle. I'm thinking of settling here on the coast, because that is a hill, right? Is that a hill? Yes. And then I can put a decent harbor down here. And I can aqueduct this little lake. That's convenient. And then I can probably settle up here as well on the river. Thinking like right there. Let's see. Could I get even closer? I could just settle inland. Because I don't have to go coastal. And I can make that like a Petra city there. Although it would be nice to have a desert floodplains farm triangle there. So maybe I will scooch over one just right at the edge of the desert. Sorry, I like city planning like right away. We can do a hill city right here. With a little bit of desert here. We might even be able to get a desert wonder. Just always want to be settling on hills. Always, always, always. And then maybe what I could do is build mausoleum right here. And then have this city grab like as many of these coastal, or these ocean tiles as possible to get some extra culture and science and faith. And if you get Eiffel's Tower later, chef's kiss. Mwah. Yeah. Do you still play Battlefront 2, or are the rewards out of date? No, the rewards are not out of date. We definitely do play Battlefront 2 from here, here and there. I just normally play that with my friends on Xbox. One of my friends is out of town, and he should be back tomorrow, which reminds me, probably on tomorrow night's stream, we will take a break from the challenge and do some Xbox stuff with my buddies. I may record that for YouTube as well, but as long as we're getting in at least one game a week, which we've already accomplished for this week, we are on track to be able to finish this challenge in a year. So we may do a little break tomorrow to do some Xbox stuff. We might just play Battlefront tomorrow night too. Canal City, where that river meets, Chesapeake Bay's western side. Oh, you're saying city here, canal here? Could be fruitful. Stir Wars! I love Stir Wars! I'm a big fat nerd. Literally, I'm fat. Okay, so I guess that Barbed is further away than I thought. Unless that's a different barbarian scout. West. Oh, west. Derp. Oh, over here. Okay. But we do need to settle on a hill, right? Can I build 2 canals in a city? If I were to settle on this desert hill, right in the middle. I could aqueduct and then canal and then industrial zone and canal. Because I would like to aqueduct a random desert city, you know? Or Panama. See, Panama has to be done on at least 2 flat tiles that connect to water. But they also have to connect... No, they don't. Do they? Yeah, they do have to connect to the city. So Panama, if this was not a hill and this was flat, you could totally Panama Canal this right here, because it could be up to 3, but at least 2. Oh, it can't be from a lake either. It has to be coast. Okay, gotcha. So I guess that wouldn't work then. I don't know. Do we have to put in a canal there? I don't think we really need to. I would rather just settle up here and get a good freshwater settled there. I'll probably aqueduct this mountain for this city. And then we'll figure out something else up here. It's got to be on a hill too, so we'll figure that out later. I got to explore south of me as well with the scout and see what else is going on. I'm liking these mountains. Black Forest Mountains? Isn't the Black Forest in Germany? Oh my gosh. Look at these mountains here. That's beautiful. Smack! Okay, so there's the north. There's the northern top of the map. Okay, cool. Is this a +5 adjacency spot here? That's too big to be a lake? No, it's definitely a lake. I'm pretty sure it's a lake. Promotion for you. Oh, look at that. It's a little entrance to our land. It's like we've got natural walls. It's our gate. We're already generating tourism because of the relic. That's funny. Hover over the bay and see if it says lake or ocean. Lake. This is ocean. This is coast, but this is lake. I guess you were referring to Chesapeake Bay, right? Yeah, this is considered coast and ocean. This is lake over here. But what they're saying is that it can't connect to a lake, so it would have to be just connecting to Chesapeake and not connecting these two together, if that makes sense.
If there are no dogs in heaven.
Yeah, this is a lake. Smack. Hello, Sanguine Fact. Don't think I'll be doing you. That came out wrong. there's a lake, another one, and a goodie head. Hopefully we find Void Singers. Cross fingers. I must have Void Singers.
We must have the Void Singers, precious.
Okay. Interesting land. Very interesting. I really like the placement of this Mata Tapila. It looks really cool. With the mountains next to it. Boy, look at that stone around it, too. That's really good. Those are really good organic tiles. Oh, no Void Singers, but free builder. Oh, my goodness. Well, we're getting mining done here in a couple turns. So I may come down here and do a chop. This is not a hill. So what I'll probably do is chop this. And this might be our one holy site tile for the capital. Alright, let's actually have you heal up before you go too much further. Oh, I knew Germany was in the game. Hey, look, it's me! Relic and a free builder. Hopefully the RNG is in your favor when you guys play this. Hello, Doppelganger. You know, he's really imitating me. I've told him to stop. I've sent a couple letters. I've talked about lawyering up, but he just continues, you know. He's a bit stubborn, as most redheads are, even though I think his beard has died. It's a little too orange. Come around this way here and scout more east. Let's see what's going on over here, and then maybe we'll come down this way as well. Alright, so we just gotta wait a couple turns to chop here.
That's the positive.
And I'm thinking for Eriscore, we come this way and settle on the other continent for Eriscore there. So we'll settle right here on this hill. This is a hill, right? Plains Hill? Yeah, perfect. Alright, let's get early Empire going. And I gotta wait for a little bit on the holy site. So instead, let's get a slinger going. I don't want to chop the slinger. I want to chop... Or maybe I do want to chop the slinger. Oh, I can't yet, derp. I have to wait until mining's done. Duh. RN Jesus. But is shirtless you in the game too? No, sorry. And you wouldn't want to see that. No. Just like how you wouldn't want to see Freddy shirtless. It's just... no. Even though I have brown hair, I have a red beard, so I agree. My brother-in-law has brown hair and a red beard. Such a weird gene. It's an identity crisis gene. Holy sites increase appeal too. Yes, they do. Gaul would be super dangerous on this map anyway. Hopefully they don't pop up again. And hopefully we can be friendly with Germany because they're fairly close to us. We'll see what kind of relations we have with Germany. Hopefully I'm nice to myself. Another volcano.
Who deserves muck?
+2 there for the adjacency. I might just keep that going because it's only 7 turns. Let's push for riding now, I think. Let's go connect to Germany here. Settler's on his way for a second continent settle. We may just get ourselves a golden age here as well. Yes, not good yet. And now we can place a mine if we want to. Oh, there's the barb camp. That's a lot closer than I thought. Oh boy. We need to take care of that ASAP. Oh no, they've got horses. No. Not cool. Hopefully that gives us Void Singers. I'm going to go a little bit of religion and culture if I can. Religion would just compound our abilities even more, so it would be great to have one. Alright, I get the first shot. Oh, man. What a time for the timer to go off. All right, so that is the end for our first video here on YouTube and on Twitch for the Around the World Playthrough Challenge with Ethiopia. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and comment and let me know how your games are going as well. You'll be able to find the game settings and the save files in Discord with the link down below. And I will see you all in the next episode.